The evening rush had just started at Urban Flame Kitchen, one of the most popular takeout restaurants in downtown Dallas. Inside, cooks worked quickly over hot grills. Delivery drivers rushed in and out with bags of food, and the order screen constantly filled with new requests. To customers ordering online, everything seemed smooth. But the owner of the restaurant had started noticing something strange. Refund requests were increasing. Customers complained their orders were missing items. Some even claimed their food never arrived at all. At first, the management blamed delivery drivers. But one message caught the owner's attention. Someone inside your restaurant is stealing the food before it even leaves. The owner couldn't ignore it. His name was Ethan Cole, the CEO of Urban Flame Kitchen. And that night, he decided to investigate. Instead of showing up as the boss, he decided to become a customer. Ethan placed a large takeout order through the restaurant's mobile app. 2 steak bowls, garlic fries, and a grilled chicken wrap. Total, $48.50. He used a fake name for the order, Mark C. Then he drove quietly to the restaurant and parked across the street where he could watch the pickup counter. Inside, employees moved quickly preparing orders. Ethan walked in wearing a simple hoodie and jeans. No one recognized him. He sat quietly at a corner table pretending to check his phone while waiting for his order. After about 15 minutes, his order appeared on the screen. Order ready, Mark C. A cashier placed the takeout bag on the pickup shelf. But something strange happened. A young employee named Tyler walked over, looked at the bag, and glanced around the room. Then he picked it up, not to give it to a customer. He carried it straight into the kitchen. Ethan frowned. Maybe they were checking the order. But 5 minutes later, Tyler walked out laughing with another employee, and in his hand was Ethan's garlic fries. He started eating them. Ethan's eyes narrowed. The second employee opened the takeout bag and grabbed the chicken wrap. Man, these orders always sit here forever, Tyler said with a laugh. Free dinner. They both laughed. Ethan felt his stomach tighten. Customers were paying for food that never left the restaurant, and his own staff were eating it. But Ethan stayed calm. He waited. 10 minutes later, Tyler walked back to the pickup counter and casually threw the empty bag in the trash. Then he told the cashier something quietly. The cashier typed on the computer. Moments later, Ethan's phone buzzed. Your order has been canceled. Refund issued. Tyler shrugged. Probably the driver didn't show, he said. Ethan slowly stood up. He walked to the pickup counter. Excuse me, he said calmly. The cashier looked up. Can I help you? Yes, Ethan said. I'm here for an order. What name? Mark. The cashier checked the screen. That order was canceled. Ethan nodded slowly. I know. Tyler leaned against the counter, watching. Yeah, man, Tyler said casually. Happens sometimes. Ethan looked directly at him. Does it happen often? Tyler shrugged. Sometimes orders just disappear. The nearby customers started paying attention. Ethan reached into his pocket. Tyler smirked. You want the manager or something? Ethan pulled out a small card. He placed it on the counter. Tyler glanced at it. Then his smile disappeared instantly. The card read, Ethan Cole, CEO, Urban Flame Kitchen. The room went silent. Tyler blinked. Wait, what? Ethan slowly removed his hood. Yes, he said calmly. I'm the CEO. The cashier's face turned pale. You're serious? Ethan nodded. And I just watched you steal my order. Tyler tried to laugh nervously. It was just a joke. Ethan interrupted. You ate food that a customer paid for. Tyler looked around the room nervously. Several customers were now watching. You recorded that? Tyler asked quietly. Ethan held up his phone. The video clearly showed Tyler taking the bag, eating the fries, and throwing the empty bag away. Tyler's face turned red. You can't fire me for that. Ethan's voice stayed calm. Actually, I can. The restaurant manager rushed over after hearing the commotion. What's going on? Ethan handed him the phone. The manager watched the video. His expression turned serious. Tyler, he said quietly, you need to leave. Tyler looked stunned. "You're firing me?" Ethan nodded. "Yes." The manager escorted Tyler out of the restaurant. The customers whispered among themselves. Ethan turned back to the cashier. "Let's remake the order," he said calmly. Within minutes, the kitchen prepared a fresh meal. Ethan handed it to a nearby customer who had been watching the entire situation. "Dinner's on me tonight," he said with a smile. The customer laughed. "Best takeout story I've ever seen." Later that night, Ethan gathered the staff. He spoke calmly. "People trust this restaurant with their money." He looked around the room. "And trust is the most valuable thing a business has." The employees nodded quietly, because that night they learned something important. Sometimes the customer standing quietly in the corner isn't just another takeout order. Sometimes it's the CEO watching everything.